Hello, my name is Stephen Mayeux, and you're watching the Best JS. In this video series, we're building a full-stack JavaScript application using React on the front end, Node and Express on the back, and Socket.io so that we can insult the president and possibly get in trouble. Okay, so anyway, we have essentially made our app work. We can shake the president around and it will update the counter here locally. And also, if we have any other, where is it? If we have any other ones that are open right here as well, it would update that one. And you can see that they are both 11 right here. Let me just scoot it over some more, and look at that, it's working awesome. We're just going to make one improvement just to make this more entertaining and more like fulfilling. My wife, she really hates Trump, like more than I do, and she thought that it would be better if instead of clicking the president and he like shakes around like that. It would be great if you could actually move him around the screen for like dramatic effect. So there's a really good library for this. It's called React Draggable. And I'm going to go here to our project. And in the beginning, we installed this. So it should be here in your package.json under dependencies, React-Draggable. So anyway, let's go back to our app.js. We're going to go to the top and let's import that in. So import, I'm going to call it draggable from React Draggable. Okay, perfect. That looks good. And I am going to wrap my entire image with the div and everything in this draggable JSX right here. Perfect. I'm going to just take all of that here. Okay. Put that in there. Fix up the indentation so that looks good. All right, perfect. Okay, and so there's a lot of different options that come with this library. So if I were you, just go to React Draggable on GitHub. You can search for it, and they have lots of examples. And the documentation is pretty good. So that's what I recommend that you do. But anyway, let's go back here. We got Draggable, and we're going to give it a couple of props here. We're going to give it an onStart prop, okay, with a function that we're going to write later. We'll call it this.onStart, and we need to give it an onStop prop as well, this.onStop. All right, we haven't written those functions yet, but we're going to do that right now. First, let's go to the constructor, and I'm just following the documentation from React Draggable, but anyway, let's say active drags is 0. Okay, we need a state property called active drags. All right, let's bind it in the constructor. So this.onStart, this.onStart.bind this, and do the same thing for onStop. This.onStop. Okay, cool. And that looks good. And now I'm just going to write out those methods. They're going to be very similar. On start, we're going to call this.setState. Okay, active drags, and we're just going to increment it. So I'm going to say plus this.state.active drags, and I'm going to do the exact same thing for onStop. So onStop. All right, this.setState. All right, active drags. But this time I'm going to decrement. Okay, looks good right here. Let's just go back to the terminal. Control-C to stop npm run server. All right, we're building our bundle.js because we have changed our React code. Now that's spinning up a server. Perfect, looks good. Okay, I'm going to go to my browser. I'm going to go back to localhost 3000, refresh. All right, and I should be able to drag him around. That is so cool. And as I'm dragging him around, he is still doing that comical shaking. And when I let go of the mouse, then the on click event fires off and it increments the counter. And there it is right there too. And it'll work. Well, I got to refresh it right here. It'll work all the same. And when you do it kind of fast like that, it looks really funny. It's like, ooh, you wanna mess with me? Don't do that, Trump. You wanna help out your Russian buddies? Don't do that, Trump. Okay. So anyway, sorry for like such the political topic. I just thought it was so funny that I can get to shake Trump and you get to learn React and Socket.io in the process. Alrighty, so I think it would be really cool that if you like make your own Shake Trump application, like use my example, but then like style it and make it, look pretty like exactly how you want. And then I'm thinking for the next video, I'll show you how to deploy that to Heroku so that you can share it with all of your friends and family, and whoever visits your site, they can see like in action how many people have shaken Trump in real time. So anyway, and actually let's just change this one thing right here. I just want to change the string that's at the bottom. There you go. Now you can see it. And it's going to be this. So far, yeah, put a space right there. So far, I'll say so far, Trump has been shaken times. And then it'll have the number right here. Let me run this one more time. It's going to run server. This is so exciting. Hey, come on, come on, come on, come on. I like to sing. All right, let's refresh. Cool. So now when we shake it, it just seems like more realistic, like a more semantic sentence. So far, Trump has been shaken 4 times. And now, if somebody visits my site, they will see the current number. They will see the current number, and if they shake it, then my screen will automatically update. So now we're emitting events from client to server, back to the client, and so on and so forth. And this is like real-time communication between client and server. It's really cool, and we have a funny little app right here. Okay, so in the next video, I'm not sure if it'll be the final video. Let me take a look at my list right here. No, it won't be the last video. We have a couple of left to wrap up in this series, but in the next video we will cover deployment so that you can make a real-time application, your own Shake Trump app. So I'm looking forward to seeing it, seeing you in the next video. Okay, that's it. Bye-bye. Boop.